Welcome, dear Sagittarius. Today arrives with a powerful wave of optimistic, adventurous, and life-changing energy. July 18th is much more than another ordinary day. It marks the beginning of a period where your confidence starts returning, your vision becomes clearer, and many of the obstacles that have been slowing your progress finally begin to lose their power. For quite some time, you may have felt as though life was asking you to be more patient than usual. Plans may have taken longer than expected. Important answers may have been delayed. People you trusted may not have supported you the way you hoped. At moments, you may even have questioned whether you were moving in the right direction. Today, the universe brings reassurance. You were never on the wrong path. You were simply being prepared for something bigger than you could see at the time. Sagittarius is naturally one of the most optimistic signs of the zodiac. You are ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion, wisdom, abundance, and opportunity. Deep inside, you always believe tomorrow can be better than today. Even when life becomes difficult, even when circumstances seem uncertain, there is always a part of you that refuses to stop believing. That inner light becomes your greatest strength today. The universe reminds you that hope is not weakness. Hope is courage. Hope is choosing to believe in possibilities before they become visible. And today, many of those possibilities begin moving closer. As the day unfolds, you may notice that your perspective begins changing. Instead of focusing on everything that hasn't happened yet, you begin appreciating everything that is already beginning to fall into place. This shift in mindset becomes incredibly powerful. Gratitude attracts abundance. Confidence attracts opportunity. Peace attracts clarity. The more positive your mindset becomes, the more doors begin opening around you. You may experience several unexpected moments throughout the day. A conversation that inspires you. A message that changes your plans. An opportunity you weren't expecting. A chance encounter with someone who shares valuable advice. Don't dismiss these moments as coincidences. The universe often changes lives through ordinary conversations. Remain curious. Remain flexible. Remain open. Today also encourages you to stop limiting yourself because of past disappointments. Just because something didn't work before doesn't mean it won't succeed now. You are not the same person you were 6 months ago. You've learned. You've grown. You've become stronger. And now you're ready for opportunities that once would have felt overwhelming. Believe that. One of today's biggest lessons involves freedom. Sagittarius naturally values independence. You want room to grow, to explore, to learn, to discover. The universe supports that desire today. However, it also reminds you that real freedom begins inside your own mind. Release old fears. Release unnecessary guilt. Release the habit of doubting yourself every time something new appears. Your future becomes brighter the moment you stop allowing yesterday to control tomorrow. You may also notice your intuition becoming surprisingly accurate. Although you're often guided by logic and experience, today's inner voice carries remarkable wisdom. If something feels exciting while also bringing you peace, move toward it. If something repeatedly creates stress and uncertainty, take a step back. Your instincts are becoming one of your greatest advantages. As the day continues, you'll begin realizing something beautiful. Life isn't asking you to become someone different. It's inviting you to become the fullest version of yourself. Professionally, emotionally, financially, spiritually, a new cycle is beginning. The dreams you've been quietly carrying inside your heart are moving closer to reality. Not overnight, not through luck alone, but through every lesson you've learned and every decision you've made. Trust the timing. Trust the journey. Trust yourself. Because July 18th is quietly becoming one of the most meaningful turning points of your year. Career and professional success. Professionally, today brings powerful momentum. Sagittarius. You've spent a great deal of time working toward goals that others may not have fully understood. While many people only noticed the final results, very few recognized the effort, discipline, and determination required to reach this point. Today begins changing that. Your hard work is becoming visible. Your ideas are receiving more attention. Your confidence naturally attracts respect. People are beginning to recognize the value you bring to every situation. If you're employed, don't be surprised if new responsibilities arrive. Rather than seeing them as extra pressure, view them as signs of trust. Leaders are always given greater responsibility before greater rewards. Someone in a position of authority may begin noticing qualities within you that even you sometimes underestimate. Your optimism, your ability to motivate others, your willingness to solve problems instead of complaining about them. These qualities naturally place you in leadership positions. If you've been considering applying for a promotion, changing careers, starting your own business, or learning a completely new skill, today's energy strongly supports taking the first step. You don't have to know every answer before you begin. Progress comes through action, not perfection. Those searching for employment receive encouraging energy as well. An opportunity may arrive through someone you already know. A previous application could suddenly move forward. A recommendation from a friend, a family member, or a former colleague may completely change your direction. Networking becomes one of your greatest strengths today. Business owners also receive excellent cosmic support. Expansion, marketing, international opportunities, travel-related business, online platforms, education, publishing, and creative projects all receive especially favorable energy. Think bigger than usual. Your future may be far greater than you've allowed yourself to imagine. Avoid becoming distracted by workplace negativity. Some people may doubt your ambitions simply because they cannot imagine achieving similar goals themselves. Don't let someone else's limitations become your own. Stay focused. Stay disciplined. Stay optimistic. Your future is being built one decision at a time. And today's decisions carry tremendous long-term potential. Love carries warm, adventurous, and deeply meaningful energy today, dear Sagittarius. As someone who values honesty, freedom, and genuine connection, you've never been interested in relationships that feel forced or built on appearances. You want someone who understands your dreams, respects your independence, and walks beside you, not in front of you or behind you. Today, the universe reminds you that real love never asks you to become someone you're not. It encourages you to become even more yourself. Over the past few weeks, you may have found yourself reflecting on your emotional life more than usual. Perhaps you've questioned whether a relationship is moving in the right direction. Perhaps you've been wondering if someone truly understands your heart. Or maybe you've been protecting your emotions because past disappointments made trusting someone feel more difficult than it once did. Today begins bringing clarity. The answers you're looking for won't necessarily arrive through dramatic moments. Instead, they'll appear through consistency, through actions, through quiet conversations, through the way someone chooses to show up for you when life isn't perfect. If you're already in a relationship, this is a beautiful day to strengthen your emotional connection. Daily responsibilities may have quietly distracted both of you from spending meaningful time together. Today invites you to slow down. Go for a walk together. Talk about your future. Share your dreams. Laugh about old memories. Create new ones. Sometimes the strongest relationships aren't built during extraordinary moments. They're built during ordinary days shared with extraordinary love. If there have been misunderstandings recently, don't allow pride to create unnecessary distance. Be honest. Be patient. Listen with your heart instead of preparing your next response. You may discover that many problems disappear the moment both people truly feel heard. Your partner may also need more encouragement than usual today. A few sincere words, a warm embrace, or simply reminding them that you're always by their side, may mean far more than expensive gifts ever could. If you're single, today's energy becomes especially exciting. Someone may unexpectedly enter your life through travel, education, work, a social event, sports, or mutual friends. This person may immediately capture your attention, not because they're trying to impress you, but because they make you feel completely comfortable being yourself. That feeling is rare. Pay attention to it. The universe isn't encouraging you to rush into romance. It's encouraging you to allow something genuine to develop naturally. The strongest love stories are built through trust, respect, and shared adventures. Not through pressure. Not through games. Not through uncertainty. If someone from your past suddenly contacts you today, take a moment before reopening old chapters. Ask yourself honestly, are they returning because both of you have truly grown, or because loneliness is creating temporary nostalgia? Your future deserves relationships that bring peace instead of repeated confusion. Remember, Sagittarius, love should expand your world, not limit it. The right person will celebrate your dreams, encourage your ambitions, respect your independence, and never make you choose between your happiness and your relationship. Today's energy also reminds you to continue loving yourself. Don't apologize for dreaming big. Don't hide your personality simply to fit someone else's expectations. The people who truly belong in your life will admire your adventurous spirit instead of trying to change it. Trust your heart. Trust your intuition. And trust that the universe is guiding you toward the kind of love you've always believed was possible. Because the love that's meant for you is already finding its way to your heart. Final message. Dear Sagittarius, as July 18th slowly comes to an end, take a quiet moment to look back on everything you've experienced. Not only today, but throughout the past several months. Life has taken you through unexpected turns, difficult lessons, exciting opportunities, and moments that challenged your faith in yourself. There were days when your plans didn't unfold the way you expected. There were moments when people disappointed you. There were dreams that took longer to become reality than you had hoped. Yet through every challenge, you kept moving forward. That has always been your greatest strength. The universe wants you to understand something important today. Nothing you've experienced has been wasted. Every delay taught you patience. Every disappointment taught you wisdom. Every obstacle revealed strengths you never knew you possessed. Even the chapters you wished had never happened were quietly preparing you for the life that is now beginning to unfold. Sagittarius, your heart has always been guided by hope. Even when life became difficult, even when the future looked uncertain, there was always a part of you that believed tomorrow could be better. Never lose that gift. The world needs people who continue believing in possibilities. And you have always been one of them. As you move into the coming days, stop doubting yourself every time life asks you to take a new step. You don't need to know every answer before beginning. You don't need perfect conditions before chasing your dreams. You simply need the courage to take the next step. Everything else will unfold along the way. Professionally, new opportunities are approaching. Some will arrive exactly as you expected. Others will surprise you completely. Remain open. Remain curious. Remain willing to say yes to experiences that help you grow. Financially, continue making wise decisions. Don't allow temporary excitement to distract you from long-term goals. The foundation you're building today will support remarkable success in the future. Emotionally, you're entering one of the healthiest chapters you've experienced in a long time. Old fears are losing their power. Old disappointments no longer define your future. Old limitations are quietly disappearing. You're becoming lighter, freer, more confident, and more aligned with the life you truly want to create. Trust your intuition. It has become stronger through every lesson you've lived. If something fills your heart with excitement and peace at the same time, follow it. If something repeatedly steals your energy, walk away without guilt. Life is too precious to spend chasing what was never meant for you. Never compare your journey with anyone else's. Some people reach their destination quickly. Others discover something far greater because they took the longer road. Your path has always been unique, and that's exactly why your future will be extraordinary. Walk into tomorrow with confidence. Smile more often. Dream even bigger. Believe in yourself without needing anyone else's permission. Because every challenge you've survived, every lesson you've learned, every dream you've protected, has brought you to this very moment. The universe is no longer asking whether you're ready. It already knows you are. Now, it's preparing to reward your courage, your optimism, your patience, and your determination to keep believing, even when life became uncertain. Dear Sagittarius, keep exploring, keep growing, keep trusting yourself, keep following the dreams that make your heart come alive. Because your brightest chapter is no longer waiting somewhere in the future. It has already begun. The doors you've been hoping would open are starting to move. The opportunities you've been waiting for are drawing closer. And the life you've been working so hard to create is finally becoming your reality. Walk forward with confidence. Trust the journey. Trust the universe. And never stop believing that your greatest adventures are still ahead of you.